Okay. Hello there, people. What's going on? It's me. About to go over, a review of TNA's Impact. Which happened like on a Thursday. During August 8th, and yeah, that's why I'm right here to go over the review of the show right now. And I gotta say, like from the looks of it, like I did not see any swash matches at all, and not only that, like I really wish that like the channel could show me like the rest of the show because I noticed that there were some things that were missing along the way. I'm thinking why, just why? Like why did they gotta drag their butt on the YouTube channel? Because the show was in Tampa, Florida and stuff where which was where it took place August 8th, 2024, of course, and just thinking like why do there have to be some stuff on the show missing on the YouTube channel? Because they were missing two matches and stuff, and they were missing some backstage stuff too, and so yeah, that's what was going on, and that had me a little bit confused at first. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, where we start is a promo by Stephanie Lander, who says that she invites everyone to her honeymoon stuff, as she asks if they prefer her in red or black and stuff. Not only that, we get the system making their way out to the ring and stuff. Is Alicia tells the fans to look at her belt and stuff as it shows that she has won half of the Knockouts tag team champions and stuff. You could say is she also says soon enough that everyone will hold the gold in the system again and stuff. Before we also get Eddie Edwards saying him and Myers are just losing their tag team championship, with Moose losing his world championship with just being nothing right there in the situation, but a fluke, you could say. As he also says that they'll do anything to get those titles back because they really screwed up in the process a lot earlier and stuff, you could say. So yeah, and not only that, they say that Myers was nothing. He says, just Myers just saying nothing, that he has that nothing has changed at all, and the system is still the greatest faction, and they think otherwise, or they're delusional and stuff. As we get JDC telling them to shut up and stuff, and yep, and we got Christopher Jackson Denver sending the salute emoji. Let me, how do I put this? Thumbs up right here, thumbs up right here, thumbs up right there. Yeah, just like the comments. 100, 100, 100. Now, how do I do that? Like, how do I imitate that? That's the thing. So anyway, we get Moose saying that Nick Nemeth might be the TNA World Championship at the moment, but what he'll never be is the face of the franchise, and right there, and I'll consider that as a real ouch right there and stuff. So anyway, we get him giving the old Yeller treatment. Yep, that's what he did right there. He was giving Moose, giving Mike Santana the old Yeller treatment. That's what Moose was doing right there. So yeah, we get Gia Miller just being backstage with Jonathan Gresham, who is in his normal self, you could say. Before you also get Gresham saying he is there, ready to go. Before we have Kushida just appearing and having like Gresham just offering a handshake. Before we see a backstage segment with Mike Bailey and stuff happening right there, and Santino Marella as well. Before Marella talks about the Ultimate X match. Before we also have Bailey just saying he is inserting himself in one of the matches, and if he doesn't win, he doesn't deserve to be champion right there and stuff. And so yeah, as that goes, our first match is, Trent Seven with Jake something and Mike Bailey right there. And I gotta say, I mean, this match is great. I mean, I really like this match. This was like Jake something did really awesome. You did good, man. I gotta say, cause it's just funny, just using Mike Bailey as a weapon or something, just swinging him around and stuff and all that and stuff. And the thing is, like a bunch of people, they like to give quick results. Like I've been noticing a bunch of people online just giving quick results in the wrestling matches, like just quick results here, quick results that, just quick results and stuff. Like, because yeah, like people like to do that. So yeah, you get Jake something knocking down Bailey and Seven with shoulder blocks before Bailey hits a poison Rana and stuff, and you get Seven hitting a scoop slam into Bailey from the top rope for a 2 and stuff. And one thing I gotta say, I mean, come on, I mean, this match wasn't that short. I mean, it was pretty decent. I like this match right here. And come on, I mean, like, do people really gotta just put quick results of a match? That's not a swash. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like that's the thing. So anyway, we get Jake something hitting into the void on 7 stuff before Haley hits a super kick followed by a tornado kick and an ultimate weapon for the win right there and stuff. And I guess that's where Mike Bailey defeated Trent Seven and Jake something by pinfall, and that surprised me a little bit because I noticed that Mike Bailey, who was doing that little kung fu stuff on the stage and stuff, he got hit more times than Trent Seven and stuff. And it was also funny what happened to Trent Seven with the Rascals. You could say one of the Rascals was in the corner with Trent Seven, just for jumping up and down, just teabagging him. He was just straight up teabagging him. It was just funny how they were doing that one time and stuff. And yeah, and I think like due to what was going on in WWE, something happened to the Rascals. And I didn't really ask much questions about that. You could say I really didn't. So yeah, anyway, there was also a recap of Tasha Steelz versus Giselle Shaw and Explosion happening right there and stuff, as we also get a backstage promo. You know, the backstage promo on Tasha Steelz, who's saying that she's on the climb to get the Knockout World Championship and stuff. That's what was going on right there. Is she also said that Giselle found out and stuff that, and she's finding out this, and Giselle Shaw just comes in as well, and she says, just saying that she barks a lot for someone who stole the match and all that. That's what was going on. As we also get Morella saying that they will have a match and they will, get 2 referees situated in the involved right there, situated in the situation, as we also get Tasha saying that she'll drop her like a bad habit and stuff. As we also get Santino Marella just being backstage, just with Hammerstone just walking up to him and saying that he has taken an interest in the X Division and stuff. And honestly, I may have missed what happened in MLW because I did not notice what happened to Hammerstone to get him to switch to TNA, because I used to see Hammerstone in MLW. That's the thing. I used to see him in MLW. He had beef with Cesar Duran. Sorry. So yeah, you get Hammerstone walking him. Yeah, that's the thing. You get Hammerstone taking an interest in the X Division and stuff, as he says he wants in. As we also have Morella just putting him in the qualifier with Eric Young just walking up to him saying they have unfinished business. I guess you could say they did. Okay, now the second match right here was missing from the YouTube channel, as from what I was watching and stuff. This was Kushida versus Jonathan Gresham and stuff, and apparently they didn't upload this fight for some reason. I mean, like that's the thing. Like, why doesn't does it really hurt to upload a full show instead of like match right here, match right there, match right here, just like separate uploads instead of putting the separate shows? Like, what gives? That's the thing. That's the thing right there. So I'm telling you. So anyway, we get Gresham hitting a forearm, and Kushida just returns with one of his own. Before we have Gresham just hitting a drop kick. As Gresham also hits a chop cross, chop across the chest and stuff, and hitting a vertical suplex for a 2. As Gresham, just gets a single leg Boston Crab, but Kushida just gets to the rope and stuff before he also have Gresham just looking to lock in the octopus stretch before Kushida just gets out of it and stuff. As we also have Gresham just pinning him for a 2 count, and that's where we get Kushida just hitting a pill kick and looking for a hoverboard lock, but just Gresham just fights out of it and stuff, and we get Gresham just going for a crossbody, but Kushida just grabbing him and gets a hoverboard lock, and just have Gresham just tapping out of it and stuff, and yeah, that's what happened right there. You got Kushida defeating Jonathan Gresham right there by submission. That's the thing. Because yeah, there's like, I guess there's 3 things. There's the tap out, there's a submission, and there's the pinfall right there. There's multiple ways for it to happen right there and stuff. And yeah, and one thing that kind of irritates me a little bit is when people say wrestling is fake. That's rude. That is very rude when people say that, saying wrestling is all fake. And that, like, why say that? Because that's like saying luchadors are fake. That's like saying The Rock is fake, or just downright disrespectful. Some people are just downright disrespectful saying it's fake. Just downright disrespectful. Like, they don't know what's going on. and stuff, and they're just being so quick to judge it. It just doesn't make sense. So this match I kind of like right here because it had a little horror movie vibe right here, which is Jordynne Grace versus Rosemary, which was interrupted by Ash by Elegance and stuff. And I recall Jordynne Grace beating Ash by Elegance the other time, I'm going to tell you. So yeah, this was the third match right here and stuff. Yeah, we got Rosemary going in for as above, going for as above, so below, you could say. But right there, Jordynne fights out of it and stuff before we have Grace rolling through the Death Valley driver for a 2 count. Not only that, we get Grace just hitting clotheslines in the corner, just taking her to the top rope for a superplex. I'm going to tell you, that superplex was pretty cool. Because I like how Jordynne Grace just used her strength, or just muscles, just lifted Rosemary, just like how she had Rosemary's legs just aimed all the way up in the air, just off the turnbuckle. It just hit her really hard on the ground. It was, man, that was a heavy move. That was super heavy, real clean, you could say. Yep, and that's right here. So yeah, that's where they fight things out and going for as above. What is that one move called? For as above, so below. Yeah, that's what you could say. Before we have Jordynne hitting a stalling superplex, and you get Rosemary hitting a German suplex right there. As we have the personal concierge, coming out with Ash by Elegance and stuff right there. That one dude right there that was right next to her. Before we get Ash getting a kendo stick right there and attacking Rosemary and Jordynne while the personal concierge is distracting the referee right there. Yeah, it was a little bit funny how Ash by Elegance just scared the referee with the kendo stick, and she was just hitting him pretty hard with it right there. And this is what called for the bell right here and stuff. And yeah, and I guess they counted this as a disqualification, even though this was between Jordynne Grace and Rosemary. This was between Jordynne Grace and Rosemary, I'm going to tell you. Stuff, and I'm thinking, why a disqualification? Because I'm pretty sure Jordynne Grace was going to win that. I was really certain Jordynne Grace was going to win that right there and stuff. We also get a promo for Bound for Glory, which reveals that it'll be the Wayne State Fieldhouse in Detroit. Detroit, Michigan and stuff, as we get Josh Alexander coming out and saying that he did not change and stuff, that people change and stuff. As he says that the 3 letters TNA used to signify something, and they choose to believe in someone like Joe Hendry and stuff. Yeah, that right there, it was that moment right there where the crowd, they were just heckling Josh Alexander just so hard. They were just going like this and stuff, just going like that and stuff. Like, I'm telling you, they were not happy with it and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, that's where we get. That's where you get him saying that Joe is a meme and stuff, and that he's not exactly a professional wrestler, and that he's also asking for a little bit more respect for the heart and soul of TNA and stuff. Because yeah, the fans are really disrespecting him and stuff because they like Joe Hendry better and stuff, you could say. So anyway, he says that Tom Halfman called him the standard bearer of TNA, and so did the people at one point of time. Where he also says that he has spilled more blood, sweat, and tears than anybody else in the company and stuff. So yeah, that right there is where he said he felt a little underappreciated. And he also says that he is truly the standard of TNA, and he's focused on what belongs to him. Right there. So yeah, which is the TNA World Championship right there. Also saying that Nick Nemeth wants to take the belt to new heights and be the face as well. And stuff, as he also says TNA already has a face, and that is Josh Alexander. As he says that when they face each other, the only thing they'll call him is the same thing they call him in WWE and stuff. A transitional champion. That right there, what he said. As we also get Nick Nemeth coming out and stuff. In that and stuff, as Nick Nemeth also grabs the mic and just hit him with the Josh's throat, and just going for a super kick and stuff. And that's where we had Nick Nemeth coming out right there, as he says he is a fighting champion, and he says Josh got his match and stuff, and next week he's going to face Josh Alexander. So that right there, so what's going to happen after that is Nick Nemeth versus Josh Alexander. As we also get Santino Marella backstage and stuff announcing Josh Alexander versus Nick Nemeth for the TNA World Championship. And not only that, there was Kazarian just walking up to him and saying that he's a daddy and, daddy eats first and stuff. I like how he said that right there. That's good. he calls himself Daddy, and Daddy's supposed to eat first. It's just like the way that just sounds funny. I thought it sounds funny to me. That's the thing right there. Just Daddy. What? Like, why would he say that? That's funny right there. That just sounds funny right there. Oh my! I'm just like imagining that. I'm just picturing that in my head right now. I'm just really picturing that in my head. That's just funny. So yeah, our fourth match is Zachary Wentz versus Casey Navarro and Dante Chen right there and stuff. And like I said, man, why do people got to give quick results in matches? Like quick results, quick results, quick results. I'm telling you. So yeah, Navarro hits a tilt-a-whirl DDT on Chen for a 2 count, with Chen just dropping Navarro with chops, with Wentz getting into a punching contest with Navarro. Not only that, we have Wentz just hitting a ripcord into a backbreaker on Navarro for a 2 count and stuff. So yeah, we get Chip Wentz just Chip whipping Wentz into the corner before you have Navarro just sending him up on top and stuff. Before we get Wentz just hitting a neck breaker on Chen from the top. As we also get Wentz just kicking Chen across the chest, followed by a double stomp right there as Wentz hits Navarro with the German suplex and hitting a UFO cutter for the win and stuff. And that's where you get Zachary Wentz winning that match right there with Casey Navarro and Dante Chen by a pinfall and stuff. The stuff is we have one of my more favorite matches right here, Joe Hendry versus the Wolfgang, you could say, and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that right there is where we have Joe Hendry. Just getting on the mic before the match saying that it wasn't so long ago that they were in Scotland, making a name for themselves. Because I know right here they were playing Joe Hendry's music. The music that repeats, that just says, I believe in Joe Hendry. That one right there. Yeah. I believe in Joe Hendry. Honestly, I don't have the voice to sing it properly. I just suck at it, you could say. I just suck at singing it, but still a good song nevertheless. So yeah, Joe Hendry was saying that it wasn't that long ago that he went to a place of his work and make them say, we believe in stuff. Because yeah, fans like to chant that. Because I noticed that the fans were heckling Josh Alexander. But when Josh Alexander mentioned Joe Hendry, they were all into it. They were all of a sudden, they just switched up. They were booing Josh Alexander, but when Josh Alexander mentioned Joe Hendry, they were getting all happy all of a sudden. Like what? It's like what gives? That's a funny thing right there, because they like Joe Hendry better. That's the thing. So we get Hendry coming back with his own and throwing him back in the ring with Wolfgang getting a half Nelson into Joe Hendry and stuff, but we get Hendry just fighting out of it and hitting a knee into Wolfgang and stuff as Wolfgang looks for a splash from the top, but Hendry just moves out of the way and stuff as Wolfgang just pushes Hendry out of the ring and stuff as we get Wolfgang hitting a scoop slam on Hendry on the mat. And not only that, we get Wolfgang getting back in the ring and stuff and waving his hands to mock Joe Hendry and stuff as Joe Hendry gets back in the ring at a 9-minute mark, I guess, or something. I don't know why people. So yeah, anyway, he gets back in the ring right there. So yeah, we get Wolfgang going for a suplex, but Hendry reverses into one of his own. Hendry, he hits the running double forearms followed by a fall-away slam, and I gotta say, like, the thing about Joe Hendry in this match, he really did make good use out of his strength, like carrying just the way he carried Wolfgang and stuff. Like, let me just tell you, the way he carried Wolfgang, like on his arms, like both arms, like using just pure strength. That was pretty cool right there. Just lifting him up right there like that, just lifting him up. I gotta tell you. So anyway, we get Wolfgang looking for a splash from the top, but Hendry moves out of the way and stuff as Wolfgang pushes Hendry out of the ring and stuff, with Wolfgang hitting a scoop slam on Hendry on the mat and stuff. Not only that, we get Wolfgang getting back in the ring and just waving his hands and stuff to mock Joe Hendry, like I said earlier. And that's where we have Joe Hendry going for the standing ovation, but, Wolfgang just decides to drop him and hit the Vader bomb for a 2 count as Wolfgang goes for the howling. But, Hendry right there just moves out of the way and hits the standing ovation for the win right there. And that's where Joe Hendry defeats the Wolfgang by pinfall. And, of course, they played Joe Hendry's music right there and stuff. And not only that, backstage, there was a System and Santana brawling it out and being pulled apart by security. Yeah, okay, this situation, this is like what happened in AEW. There was a brawl backstage, and The security had to like separate them. Yeah, and this is what. Yeah, this right here, the System and Santana brawling it out. That's like what happened in AEW. Because yeah, just like I said in another video, is that Jeff Jarrett walked up in AEW's backstage, and he was going to talk about something, but then suddenly Adam Page just came up and attacked him, and all of a sudden people came up out of nowhere and stuff and started fighting each other and stuff. Like even Mariah May and Tony Storms are fighting it out too. Like what? So that's just like what happened right here with System and Santana, because the competition gets hot, like I said, really hot. Yeah, and stuff. So yeah, that's that right there, and yeah, that's pretty much all that concludes the entire show right there and stuff. So yeah, like since like I'm gonna have to. Okay, how do I put this? Okay, I'm gonna give this show a 9 out of 10 because the reason why I have to give this a 9 out of 10 is because YouTube channel didn't exactly show everything in the show. Like, they didn't give out everything. So like, how can I precisely give a 10 out of 10? Because if I could like see everything, I would give it a 10 out of 10. But I just have to give it a 9 out of 10 because just the TNA YouTube channel is just dragging their butt. You could say they're just dragging their butt. Like I don't know why. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 because I don't know, because I couldn't see if there was any swash matches anyway. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 anyway. I couldn't tell if there was any swash matches, and not only that, they were giving quick results and stuff. People are just giving a bunch of quick results. So yeah, that's that right there. So yeah, that's all I have to say and stuff. So yeah, I hope you people are doing all right and stuff. And yep, as you can see, I think it's probably like been about a month already since I first started this YouTube channel. First started setting it up and stuff. Like, so my YouTube channel's been probably around for like almost a month already. It's almost been a month since I first started the YouTube channel. And stuff like. I guess that's how long, as of right now in this video, that's how long my YouTube channel's been around. Just like almost a month. Because I'm pretty sure I'm on my 4th week and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's that right there. So yeah, that's all I have to say and stuff. So I hope all you people take care of yourselves very good and stuff. Yep, and this is Red Lightning Boa right here saying rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there. So yeah, rock out and be there. Bye.